This is The Big Question with Dr. Ellie Gonzalez, brought to you by Good News Unlimited, tackling the big questions in a simple and positive way.
And today's big question is, what is the meaning of life? Not long ago, I received a phone call from a person who was dealing with a very serious, life-threatening issue. He needed to talk to someone. As we walked under the trees beside a river, my friend understandably had some big questions like, have I lived a good life? Have I been wrong all along about life? And what has been the purpose of my life?
Isn't it true that it's often when we're facing a crisis that we ask the questions that really matter? I believe that our greatest purpose is to understand God's love for us, accept it, and to prepare to spend eternity with Him. It's when we do that that we find true happiness. It's often been said that humans are born with a God-shaped hole, a restless yearning that only God can fill. Many people try to find satisfaction in things like money, power, and sex, but ultimately none of these can satisfy, because we were intended for more. And it's when we know Jesus and we accept His gift of eternal life, then we find ultimate peace. But there's a very practical side to this as well. God's purpose for us in this life is also that we enjoy fulfilling relationships based on love. Because God is love, He created us to love. And while the love that we experience in this life, as you know, will always be imperfect, it can help us to understand and point us towards God's perfect love. And while we're talking about love, it's important to remember that Jesus demonstrated that love is fulfilled in loving service to others. You know, many studies and a lot of experience has shown that it's when we give, when we serve, when we share, it's then that we're the happiest. When we serve others selflessly, this contributes to true happiness and fulfillment in this life. When you make God the center of your life, you can accept yourself. And when you accept yourself, then you can accept other people. And this takes you to the heart of what Jesus said was our key responsibility, to love God and to love our neighbor as much as you love yourself. Right now, we can live with happiness and peace because we trust in God. We know who God is because we have seen Him in Jesus Christ. In fact, followers of Jesus know that God can use everything that happens in our lives to help make us just a little bit more like Jesus. And although things might be hard now, we know that God is the great restorer, and so we have hope for the future. He will make everything new.
Ultimately, the greatest purpose of God for us was expressed by Jesus when He said, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. That means the very best of life in every sense, here and now and in eternity. And who wouldn't want that?
For more, contact goodnewsunlimited.com.